Okay. Hi guys, welcome to the DevXP channel. My name is Seth Samuel, and I want to especially welcome you to 2024. Yes, we've made it to the new year. 2023 has been a really interesting year, but we're so thankful that we are able to make it to 2024. And I know this year a lot of us have a lot of plans for the year. A lot of us have, since the beginning of the year, a lot of people have set goals for the year. And this video is just meant to give you a bit of an idea of how to go about um, planning for the year. And I know different people have different plans, so it's supposed to be a video that just gives you an idea. Like I said, it's not supposed to be a particular idea or specific idea. It's just supposed to be an idea that can be applied in different scenarios. And the video is going to be in 3 parts. So this is the first part of the video, and I just hope that you find this very useful and see how it can help you move your career forward. Okay, so a lot of people will have a lot of plans for the year, and I know one of the major plans that most people have is you want to apply for that dream job, or you want to even get a job, or even improve your odds of getting gigs out there. And this video is supposed to help you with give you some ideas of what to do. So without wasting much time, let me go through some of the ideas that I want to do. So the first thing that I want that you must have is your resume, right? It's the most important thing in your career. And most times people find generic resumes, right? Just go to a free resume builder, or you just sit down on a day on an afternoon and just craft your resume. When there's nothing wrong with that approach, but most times these resumes are usually submitted to platforms that use algorithms to filter out the resumes. So most of the time, when there's a job opening, usually there are a lot of people that are applying for that job. So think in the thousands. If you think I'm joking, just go on LinkedIn, just create a fake job. I will not encourage you, because that's not nice to do. But just for curiosity, just for the sake of the video, just create like a fake job and just see how many people will apply in a very short time. And I can tell you, it's crazy out there. So because of this, a lot of companies have decided to use all these platforms that filter out the resumes. So usually it just filter in thousands of the resumes, just filter out the ones that it thinks are potential candidates. And you have to learn how to game the system so that your resume doesn't get filtered out even before someone looks at it. Because you can look at it, when a human being looks at your resume, it can be a very qualifying resume, like you may have every of the qualifications that they need, but because you did not put some things well, your resume gets filtered out easily in the beginning. So what I would advise is look for keywords in your resume that the job is looking for. So say for example, they're looking for a React developer, right? Everybody that's applied for that job is a React developer, and they're in their thousands. And the best way to stand out is, instead of just looking for, the job description could just say React developer. But what they're looking for is actually a React developer that knows how to use maybe a UI library, or maybe they know how to use a CSS library, or maybe they know how to write end-to-end tests, or they know how to write those kind of ideas, like and you know how to use some particular tools that the company are interested in. So on the job description, they can just say we are looking for a React developer, but there are specific things that they're actually looking for. They may not show you that thing, but believe you me, the resume filter has those keywords, and they're looking for those keywords. So what I advise is, instead of just creating a resume that is just generic, right? That just says filter React developer, these are my projects, then just list your projects and you just move on with your life. Instead of creating something generic like that, try creating your resume with tools that you use. So yes, I use this is a React app. This is my React app, right? And I was able to use Cypress for testing. I was able to use Tailwind as a UI, as a CSS library. I was able to use Material UI as a UI library. I was able to use Sentry, for example, and Circle CI and the rest for CI/CD. And then when you give them those kind of ideas, you're trying to stand out, like, okay, yes, I'm a React developer, but I've also dabbled in a lot of things, so I actually know what I'm talking about. And like I said, most of those things, they may not say it in the job description, but they are inside the they are like part of the requirement for the project, for the job. Then the next thing that I'd advise is, there are two ways of applying for jobs, right? The first one is what I would call a deliberate job application, and then the second one is what I would call the try your luck approach. So let's go with the first one, the intentional approach, right? So when you're applying for a job, usually when people apply for a job, mostly what you do is just go on LinkedIn or whatever platform they use to apply for the job, and basically what you just do is just search for, say for example, a Flutter developer, right? You just search for Flutter developer, and then all the list of jobs comes out, and then you just start dropping their resumes. Just drop their resumes as much as possible. Now, LinkedIn has this feature called Easy Apply, whereby you just drop your resume once, and then LinkedIn just fill in the form for you, so you don't have to make any effort. And because of that, you can apply to thousands and thousands of jobs in a very short period of time. And when that works, a lot of the time, it's not the best approach, in the sense that you're just trying your luck. There's no deliberate effort to it. And some companies would like to force you to be deliberate about it, whereby they give you a job description on LinkedIn, but then they give you a link, an external link to their website, where you go and fill in more info, and go and provide more info to make you feel more deliberate about applying for the job. And most developers are feeling too lazy to do that. So just look for jobs with Easy Apply, and you can filter with the jobs just Easy Apply, and just apply with jobs with Easy Apply, and then you just apply as much as possible. Now, because you're applying to so many jobs, it's very easy. It's very possible that you get a job, a very good job, with that using that method. But the problem with that approach is that there are a lot of people that are doing the same thing. In fact, that's the default way of applying for jobs in most of these platforms. So you are competing with a lot of people that are doing the same thing. And the job market is really hard. If you have ever tried looking for a job recently, in the past like 3-4 years, you know that the market is crazy out there. So what I would advise is you go with the deliberate approach, right? And what is the deliberate approach? You apply for the jobs more intentionally. So what you do is, maybe you pick a company. So say for example, you want to work for, let's say, Circle CI, for example. I'm just giving an example. So what you do is, you go to their career page, you check if their job opening is there, fine. If their job opening is there, you can go on LinkedIn, search for Circle CI, look for the developers that work for Circle CI, send them a friend invite, right? You send them friend invite, and before you even apply, you try to befriend them, right? As you're trying to befriend them, you tell them about yourself and what you do and how you want to work for their company, and if they can put in a good word for you. And believe you me, a lot of people, when they see potentials in you, right, and you have to show them that potential, when you see potential in you, they are very open to putting in a good work for you. And when that happens, when they put in that good work for you, what you just do is, and let's just ask them also, I've seen a position like this, a React position, for example, in your company, and I want to apply. Will you be able to put in a good word for me and a recommendation? If they say yes, So what you can just do is just let them know that, okay, before you apply for the job, you're going to let them know. So what you do is you go to the Circle CI website, and then you apply, or wherever the job opening is, you apply, and then you let them know that, okay, you have applied for the job. Please let them put a good word for you. Now, this is very important because most times when you apply for a job and there is someone in the company that can vouch for you, it's easier for you to get that job than just shooting your shot in the air and just hoping for the best. So this approach may not look sexy and may not look simple like the former approach, but because it takes time, like I said, from the way I'm just saying, I'm oversimplifying this. It takes time, but it's more deliberate, and it improves your chances of getting the job. Because number one, you know about the company you're applying to. So even if they ask you for a cover letter, you know what to write in the cover letter, right? You know about the company, you know about the tools that you use. So you have done your research, you have done your homework. So even though they may not specifically put some certain tools that they use in their company, from your research, you will be able to know the tools that they need, the tools that they use for your company, and then how to go about applying for the job properly. And yes, like I said, it is a very slow method, but it has been proven that it works very well. Okay, so the next one that I want to talk about is networking. Now, networking is everything. So I'm just going to do a brief introduction to this. And like I said, from the deliberate approach to applying for jobs, you have to network. Basically, your network is your net worth, and it may sound like something that a motivational speaker would say, and it's true. It's mostly motivational speakers that say it, but it's actually very true. Your network is your net worth. And most times when companies want to hire people, they usually hire from their company, or from people within the company. So it's usually based on recommendation. They always ask, so if they want to recommend, if you want to get like a front-end developer, a React developer, the first thing that they do is they reach out to the developers in the company. Hi guys, we want to hire a React developer. Do you have anyone that you can recommend for us? Why are they doing it like that? It's because they want the best. They want to get the best. Hiring is hard. Hiring is expensive. Because you can hire someone and then you may not hire the right candidate, and then you have to fire them, and then there has to be layoff packages and everything. So most companies try to avoid that, and they want to do it cheap. They want to hire cheaply. So you just go to their employees, their current employees that they're already vetted, and they're already sure that, okay, these people know what we are, who we are, and what we want. So they can just reach out to them and just say, okay, recommend people that you think can fit into this role so that we employ them. So now, how do you build your network? That's the next thing. How do you build your network? And that's what the next video is going to be about. So after this video, 1 week after this video, the next video is going to be released, which is going to be talking about how to build your network and how to grow your audience. So I hope you find this really useful. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And remember, we are also selling our merch. It's just the DevXP merch. We'll be leaving a link to the store in the description below. Please check it out, and see you in the next one. Thank you.